Hi, I'm Mike Baker. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to set up the MTI oral surgery chairs, 721, 710, and 705 models. Everything I'm going to talk about today is also found in the user manual on page 8. After you've cut the box off and removed it, be careful as to remove the packaging material because there could be an upholstery kit underneath. The chair is bolted to the pallet on 4 corners. After you've taken off the bolts, remove the wood from each side. Most installers prefer to do this outside the exam room so you have more room, and they use a dolly to get it into the room. When you take it off the pallet, make sure you grab by the metal. On these chairs, it's easiest to start with the foot section. So grab the foot section and lift it up and over that 2x4 onto the dolly, and then you can grab other metal parts. Now we're in the exam room. We need to assemble the components and upholstery on the chair to ensure safe operation. The first thing is the upholstery kit. Now the upholstery kit comes with a back section, a foot and seat section, a decorative strap, and a flap. To install the upholstery, first you install the flap. There's 2 sets of Velcro. So you line the first set up and the second set. There should be a crease in it, which is normal. Second, you want to install the back section. Line the bottom up first. Make sure that all sides are even and push down. Third, you want to install the foot and seat sections. Same thing applies here. You want to push towards the back. Line it up, check all corners to make sure they're correct, and push down. Lastly is installing the decorative strap. You may need to grab a second person for this to help you. And you can see on the base that there's actually an indent along the base to accept the strap. And there's Velcro on the back, so you want to Velcro towards the back. And make sure that the flap of the strap is straight. On the 710 and 705 models, there are upholstered arms that you need to install. Refer to those instructions when installing. On the 721, they either have spline mounted arms in the back or seat rail mounted arms. When installing a spline mounted arm, ensure that you have the chair level and the arm level, and you push straight in. Don't force the arms. And also, when operating the chair, ensure that the arm will not crash into the seat or the back. Another arm is an IV arm. To attach an IV arm, you want to hold the arm with one hand and guide it with the other hand. On the rail, you want to roll it onto the rail and it'll slide on. And then you tighten it down. Now we're ready to plug in the chair. Grab the power cord and plug it in the front of the chair. There's a metal tab you want to bring up and click it over the power cord. Plug in the wall. Now we're at the back of the chair. We want to install the foot control. There's going to be marking on the plug, and that marking will go in up position. So you want to push it in, turn counterclockwise until it stops. You want to make sure it's straight. Once that's done, you want to maybe check to make sure that it's installed correctly, which this one is. You need to ensure that the chair is level. If the chair is not level, simply remove the acorn nut on the side that is low. Use a flathead screwdriver and bring the leveling foot down, and that will ensure that the chair is level, and put the acorn nut back and tighten. Up here, we need to install the headrest. To install, simply loosen the knob in the back and slide it in. Now, if this chair does come with forearm supports, those just plug in. You can see there's 2 holes. And there's a detent in there to snap them in. Now that the foot control is installed and the power cord is installed, make sure that this is flipped into the frontward position or the on position. Once you do that, you're going to want to test the chair to make sure everything functions. Test the lift, the back, the tilt, and the home button. And remember that the programs 1, 2, or 3 will not work at a factory, and we'll cover that in the next video, the operations. For any additional accessories, please refer to those instruction manuals to install.